Hey guys, how's it going? So, today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Bellwright. As always, with all of my first impression let's play reviews, I am going to be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give my opinion on the game and tell you whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth $30. As always, if you are in a hurry or if you have the attention span of a goldfish, then by all means skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below, and you can just skip to that timestamp if you only want to hear my quick, concise, final opinion on the game and whether or not I can recommend the game. But otherwise, you can just stay tuned. If you have a attention span longer than a goldfish, I will be playing through the game. I will be giving you my running commentary. As I play through the game, I will tell you what I think is good and bad about the game as well while we play through the game today. And hopefully by the end of the video, I will be able to tell you whether or not the game is worth the $30. And then also, as always, most of my videos contain swearing, so if you're not a fan of swearing, then probably don't watch the video, probably unsubscribe, because to be honest, most of my videos contain swearing. So if you don't like that, then you probably won't like my content overall. So anyway, let's jump into the options menu. Um, I had a quick look at the options menu. I don't really see anything terrible except the fact that the game doesn't allow you to change the resolution at all when you play on borderless full screen. And I always play on borderless full screen, and the game doesn't allow you to change the resolution at all. Now, some games will not allow you to change the resolution, but they will give you resolution scaling, like a slider, like this almost, where there's a resolution scaling. This game doesn't even do that. So you cannot change your resolution, and the game doesn't have resolution scaling, which is really, really shitty. On top of that as well, the game doesn't allow you to turn off anti-aliasing or upscaling. The game does not allow you to turn that off, which is another really bad thing. There is no reason why they shouldn't allow you to play the game without upscaling or anti-aliasing, and yet they don't allow you to do that. So that's really, really stupid in my opinion. Otherwise than that, I don't see any real issues, to be honest. The game doesn't have a depth of field option, so either the game doesn't have depth of field or it does have depth of field, but it just doesn't allow you to turn it off. So we will be looking at that as well, because if the game doesn't allow you to turn depth of field off, but it does have depth of field, then that will be another thing that I will be criticizing the game about. So other than the fact that you can't change the resolution and it has no resolution scaling, and you cannot turn off the upscaling or AA in the game, otherwise than that, I don't see any real issues, except that the game has no option to confine the mouse to the window. So if you have two screens like me, your mouse can actually go out of your screen like this. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but my mouse is going onto my other screen while I'm playing the game, and that's really, really bad. That should not be happening. The developers should give you a toggle over here uh, that says confine mouse cursor to active window, and the game doesn't have that. So your mouse is able to go onto a second display, which is never good. Otherwise than that, I don't really see any issues with any of the options. So yeah, but obviously, like I say, the fact that you can't even change the resolution or the resolution scaling, and the fact that you cannot turn off upscaling or anti-aliasing is really, really bad. That's incredibly bad, especially in a $30 game. The game also does have, I'm not going to call it AI voices because there's no such thing as AI. It's GI, so it's just generative intelligence voiceovers. So the game does have GI voiceovers. I guess you could also call it LLM voiceovers. So the game does have that, and I don't have an issue with that. Like I said, in many of my other reviews, um, the GI voiceovers and the GI voice generation technology has gotten really, really good. Um, like there's the one mod, it's a mod for World of Warcraft. And if you've ever played World of Warcraft, you will know that all of the quests in World of Warcraft don't have voices. All of the tech, the quests. When you accept the quest, there's no voices. So there's actually the one mod in World of Warcraft that gives all of the quests in the game voiceovers, and they use GI voices, and it's a really, really high quality voices. Like honestly, the GI voices, like there's an undead voice, there's a dwarf voice, there's a gnome voice, a human voice, a night elf voice, a Tauren voice, and all of the voices sound really, really bloody good. So, and that's a community-made mod. Like literally, all of the text from World of Warcraft was fed into this GI voice algorithm, and it spit out really, really high quality voiceovers. So I really don't have an issue with GI voice overs being used in games. It doesn't, sometimes it doesn't sound good depending on what algorithm you use, because obviously you get different GI voiceovers. You know, you get OpenAI, and you get like Google. I'm not sure what is the GI of Google, but anyway, you get many different GIs, and um, not all of them do good quality voiceovers. You know, the voice algorithms aren't always such high quality with some of them, but specifically this one that they used in World of Warcraft, that the community made mod used in World of Warcraft, is really, really high quality. So we will be seeing how good the GI voiceovers in this game actually is. I'm not going to go on about the fact that they call it AI when it's not AI. But yeah, and anyway, the developers should probably fix that, because it's not AI. Nothing is AI, because AI doesn't exist. So you get a choice at the beginning between male and female. It looks like the only thing that changes is your head. Is that true? Oh no, your body also changes a little bit. So it, even though it only shows the head, the body actually also changes. So you can see literally those are the changes. And if we turn the character a little bit, those are the changes. Surprisingly, the chest, the chest actually stays the same. It just gets a little bit less over here and over there. So anyway, so there are body changes, and then obviously the face changes. All of these, holy crap, that should not be happening. All of these seem to be presets, so it doesn't seem that there will be any modifications or alterations that you will be able to do to the face. So basically there are 24 male faces and 10 female faces. Why are they so... Oh no, 16. So there's 16 male faces and 10 female faces. So make of that what you will. I don't know why they just didn't generate more female faces, but anyway, 10 female, 16 male. And then let's see which one we actually like. All of these are pretty ugly, if I have to be honest. Obviously, beauty is subjective, but honestly, most of these are ugly in my opinion. This one is not terrible. This one is not terrible. This one is not terrible. This one looks like she saw a ghost or she's being shown something very, very surprising. This one is not terrible. This one's face is a little bit long. Let's go for this one. None of them are Scarlett Johansson or anything like that, but I guess we can't ask for too much. And then the hair. Oh, a huge amount. An absolutely shocking amount of hair choices. Like, you are absolutely spoiled for choice when it comes to the different hair choices in this game. Really, the developers have outdone themselves with the hair choices in this game. And you can't even change the color, which is super fantastic as well. And then customized game. Raids, you aren't being told what raids are, so that's fantastic. Raid frequency, medium, 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 that's fine. Medium, 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 all of that is good. Food spoilage speed, I don't like that. Oh, and you can't turn it off, that's fantastic. Hunger, I don't like hunger. Durability, I don't like durability. Skills, learning speed, 100, 100, 100, all of that is fine. That's fine. So we are leaving the game exactly as it is, but we are removing the survival mechanics. Well, we're not removing it, but we are making it as low as what you possibly can. I'm not a fan of survival mechanics in games, so the durability, hunger, and food spoilage is all survival mechanics, and I'm removing as much as I can all of those. You should be able to remove it completely, but the developers don't allow you to do that. Like you can remove the raids completely, you should be able to remove these things completely as well. And then obviously, like I say as well, raids, I don't know what raids is. The developer should be telling you what raids actually are. You cannot give the player option for something and then not tell them what that option actually does. That's just stupid. They might as well have called raids fiddlywinks or thingamabobs and then told you, do you want thingamabobs or don't you want thingamabobs? Because I know exactly as much about thingamabobs as I know about raids, because there is no description given for what raids actually are. I'm leaving this loading screen in as well so that we can obviously see how long the loading screens in the game are.
Isn't it funny how one small decision can have consequences that ripple through history? Or are we victims of a predetermined path? Was it chosen for you the day you visited your favorite woods on your 10th birthday? Was it destiny that the royal family were hunting there at the same time? From a tree on high, you watched as Prince Voldar and Princess Osen laughed, talked, and tracked wild animals without a care in the world. And you watched in helpless horror as a stray arrow bolted through the trees, hitting the prince in the chest like a lightning strike. Just like that, the prince was dead. And when the princess found you standing over her brother's dead body, it felt as though the gods were playing a cruel trick on you all. In the panic and confusion, you ran from the scene as fast as your legs would carry you. Fueled by rage and grief, the king demanded the head of any child who fit your description. Fearing for your life, your father asked a friend to bring you far away. Away from the king's wrath. In the middle of the night, you were taken from your home and brought away on horseback. In tears, you called out to your mother, but it was too late. Your old life was over. For years, you hid from the royal family, your resentment growing. You heard stories of your homeland, the rise and fall of a rebellion, the death of the king, and the reign of the evil Queen Osen. But on the eve of your 20th birthday, your guardian, the man who smuggled you out of Carvinia and kept you safe all these years, was brutally killed by a mysterious assassin. As he died in your arms, his hand clutched a coin with a strange sigil emblazoned upon it, a clue. Now, you have returned to your homeland for answers. Through choice or through fate, vengeance would be yours. But how will you fare in a land you no longer recognize?
So I don't understand, why does the character have resentment and all of that, and hatred and all of those kinds of things? I mean, the character did kill that little boy. So what's there to resent? The character is a bad person for killing that little boy, even if it was an accident. By the way, I see that the game is running at 100% GPU usage, so let's turn down the quality even more, apparently. Because we can't run the game when the game is at 100% GPU usage. Okay, that seems much better. It's not at 100% GPU usage anymore. If the game runs at 100% GPU usage, then my recording will stutter. So even though I can still run the game, the recording will stutter. Anyway, so yeah, the story doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would the character have resentment against the royal family and their homeland if the character did actually kill that little boy? Like, why would the character have resentment? That just doesn't make sense. It's like a criminal stealing, and then the criminal getting caught and sent to prison, and then the criminal having resentment towards the police for catching them. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I'm not really expecting like a fucking AAA story here. So I guess I shouldn't criticize the story too much. So far there's no tutorial, no movement tutorial, no mouse movement tutorial, no controls, nothing like that. I'm not going to read all of these little paper things that I'm picking up. I don't care about the story. If the game does have GI voiceovers, then why didn't they use GI voiceovers on the little things, you know, like this torn piece of paper? Why didn't they use GI voiceovers on that? It's just stupid. The game quality looks really bad, I have to be honest. Like, if you look at this, like, it's quite bad. Like, there's grass floating over here, not even attached to the mountain. The character as well, the hair doesn't look good. The face doesn't look good. The clothes look okay, like the clothes and the materials of the clothes, the textiles look nice. But yeah, otherwise than that, the environment definitely looks bad. A little bit of stutter right there. So apparently you pick stuff up with left click. There's a whole bunch of little white icons everywhere which indicate the loot on the ground. I like that. I do like that. I recently reviewed another game, Towers of Agabertha, something like that. And that game, one big criticism that I had of the game is that you cannot see loot on the ground. There's nothing that is highlighting the loot on the ground. So even though this is very, very basic, you know, it's just literally a white dot over there. So the closer you get, basically at about 5 meters or so, in-game about 5 meters, then there's a little white dot that starts to appear. Like, it's very crude, you know, it's a very, very crude way of indicating loot, but it's better than nothing, to be honest, you know. Like some games, like the one other game that I played was uh, yeah, Small Lands. I do also have a review of that game. And in Small Lands, there is a halo, like a halo around all of the loot. So if there's a rock, then there's a halo around the rock. And if there's a tree, there's a halo around the tree. That's very good. That's a very good quality and a very good method of highlighting objects. But I mean, this gets the job done. You know, this little white dot, I can see exactly where all of the loot is, you know. But it is crude. It's a very crude, your inventory is full. It's a very crude method. Holy crap. Okay, so apparently you can't even stack one rock onto another rock. Wow, so your inventory is literally 6 times 5, 30 spaces. That's literally your inventory, 30 spaces. Wow, that's really not a lot. So you can basically loot 30 things and then your inventory is full. That's really shitty. That's a very, very small inventory, honestly. Literally just like this, boom, loot 30 and then you're full. Like, you can honestly fill up your inventory in a minute if you loot very quickly. Like 1 minute and then your inventory is full. That's not very good at all. That's very poor for exploration. Because you can't even hardly explore for 2 or 3 minutes and then your inventory is gonna be full. That's really bad. So I guess I can't loot anything anymore, so I'm just gonna run on the road, I'm assuming. There's no tutorial still. Doesn't seem that the game has a tutorial. I'm just using my map over here to run to the little exclamation mark. Obviously, all gamers know immediately that the exclamation mark means quest.
Come closer. I think we need to talk, traveler. You're a new face around here, and new faces showing up rarely ends well for this village.
You see,
I have a
that's
duty
not
to my village
terrible.
first and foremost. I need to know who you are and why you came here. Looking for answers, huh? In a perfect world, I could give you all the information you need and you could be on your way. But speaking openly can be a death sentence these days. As long as you're asking questions, you're putting us in danger.
So they didn't even bother with mouth sync at all to the voices. The mouth sync, it's literally, there's no mouth sync. And they didn't bother with GI voiceovers for your character either, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, the character is the most important thing in the game, so why did they give voiceover to the NPCs but not to the most important thing in the game? That's just really stupid.
No, but you have my permission to build a shelter on the outskirts of the village. Come back once you're set up, and maybe you can earn your keep.
Okay, so where am I supposed to go? On the outskirts. You just said the outskirts of the village, so there's no quest marker, so I guess we're just gonna go somewhere. Ah, we get our first tutorial pop-up. Build your first shelter, a shack. To do so, press B. Select shack. Each construction requires resources. Building shack shouldn't be a problem for you. That's not even correct. Building shack shouldn't be a problem for you. So even there's grammatical errors in the game. But later on, hired villagers will help you with more complex constructions. That sounds like Aska. That sounds a lot like Aska. And actually another game that I reviewed just a couple of days ago, Sengoku Dynasty. Sengoku Dynasty also has villagers and they can help you gather resources and stuff like that. And then obviously Aska as well. Aska is actually a very, very good game. But it's still in early access, but I did do a review on that game as well. You cannot place buildings too close to existing villages. Finding a good spot close to all sorts of resources is your first big decision that will affect your logistics and strategy. Okay. What's this? Okay, collect all of those. So we need to basically, obviously, as the tutorial pop-up suggests, we need to find a good location close to a lot of resources. Now, I don't know, obviously wood is going to be crucial. Wood is always very important. And then also, why can't I sprint? Oh, I just see, I now saw my stamina at the top of at the top left of the screen. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know that I have fucking stamina. That's another thing that the game doesn't tell you. I mean, so far the game hasn't told us anything. Literally, the game has told us to press B and then to select a good place for our village. That's literally all that the game has told us so far. So there's enemies over there, and I don't have a weapon right now. So I obviously don't want to go too close to that place. This place doesn't seem too bad. There's a lot of trees. There's some rocks over there. I would also maybe want a stream. I don't know if the game has water. I'm not really sure. It could maybe have water. I'm not seeing water anywhere. Wow, the jumping animation leaves a lot to be desired, to be honest. Why does she jump like a frog? Like, look at that shit. She jumps like she has constipation or some shit. Like, holy crap. This game is really janky so far. Okay, so let's build it maybe over here. Oh, I'm out of stamina again. That's one thing that I don't like in games. I don't mind stamina. Stamina is fine. But if you have stamina that runs out outside of combat, then that's not good at all. I see the game is running at close to 100% GPU usage again. So we will have to turn down the graphics even further. I'm not sure if this will help. Let me just check this quickly. No, that doesn't seem to lower the GPU usage. I'm just checking what settings will lower my GPU usage to an acceptable amount. We can lower the texture quality a little bit, lower that a little bit. Nope, we are still too high. Are we seriously gonna have to run the game at medium texture quality? It looks like it, to be honest. Okay, well, we are still at 95%. That's not very good, to be honest, but it's acceptable. I will just keep an eye on it. But the fact that my graphics card, which is 3080 RTX, the fact that my graphics card struggles to run the game is really bad. That's really bad optimization. And then obviously on top of that, as I already said, the fact that the developers don't allow you to change the resolution of the game is really, really bad. That's really terrible. Okay, let's... Resources in area, poor. Well, how am I supposed to know where good resources are? I mean, there's a lot of trees in the area, but okay. If you say that the resources in the area are poor, then let's see where we can find a place where there's good resources. Let's search around a little bit. Oh, once again we hit the stamina limit. That's really gonna piss me off, having the stamina limit. Okay, it's good over here for some reason, so... Okay, how do you build? Sticks. Oh, you want sticks. Okay, sticks. And flax as well. You want flax. Okay, sticks and flax. I'm not sure where you get flax from. Holy crap, your inventory fills up quickly. Okay, so I need those flowers. Oh, there's enemies over there. Let's see if we can throw down the stones. How much food does it give? Obviously, that's my food over there, I think. How much food does it... Oh, over here. Apple, berry. But I didn't eat an apple. I ate a berry literally just now, but I never ate an apple. So where does this buff come from? Anyway. So we want flax, we want whatever those purple flowers are. It doesn't even say what it is. It doesn't say the name of the flowers. So I don't know. I guess we look around for purple flowers, I guess. Where the hell will we find purple flowers? It's not these ones, obviously. These are berries. I guess I can pick up wood because we're gonna need a lot of wood eventually. Stones, I guess, as well. I mean, anything that I can pick up, I can just take back to my base and drop on the ground. Ah, are these ones? Flax, there we go. Okay, so they are purple. I just need to keep an eye out. Ah, here's a lot of flax. Sage, I don't need sage right now. There's enemies over there. Okay, inventory full. Can we put a marker down? No. Oh, yes we can. Middle mouse button, okay. So middle mouse button puts down a marker. Obviously you have to figure out everything in the game yourself because the game hasn't told me anything yet except press B and then choose a good location for your shelter. That's literally all that the game has told me so far. So basically you run around your building and just left click the whole time. You have to left click on all of the little white balls basically. That's the entire building process. Left click, left click, left click. Okay, we got that one done. Personal shack. Wait until tomorrow to check with Dobron Yorkland. Okay. Private stash. Okay, you can just left click on something once in order to transfer it. That makes your life a little bit easier. I have too much food. Why can they stack like this in a group, but they can't stack in your inventory? That's really stupid. So the game has the ability to make stuff stack, but it doesn't stack in your inventory, and that still takes up 2 spaces. So what do we want to build next? Housing tent. So this will provide a personal place to sleep for you, along with a private chest. My chest is always private, am I right, girls? This tent will provide shelter for your settlers, can only accommodate 2 people, so build enough for everyone that might need it. Campfire. Camp chest. Research desk. 1 worker can use it to research new buildings and craftables. Log. Simple workbench. Crude stone. Not edible. You fuckers. That actually is a little bit cheeky. Allows you and your settlers to craft all the armors, tools, weapons, and refined materials which will be critical for the success of your settlement. I mean, I can place these things down, and then even if I don't have the resources, I can, like, add the resources as I go, basically. So you can just basically, like, add those stones there, and then I need wood. I have enough stones. Wood, 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 wood. Okay, I can also create another chest. Because clearly this fucking chest that I have here is tiny. I've got a tiny A cup of a chest. Nobody likes that. Okay, wood, 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 and then it also requires flax. Flax, 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 flax. Okay, wood, wood, wood. Requires a tool. I have no idea how to get a tool. I wish the little white balls had different colors. You know, like um, a rock or a mineral could have like a darker color ball, and then wood obviously has to have a brown ball color. Now I can't pick up that stick. Oh, there we go. Um, you know, like all of the different resources can have different colors, because all of them having a white ball is just like not very smart. What's this over here? Alex Amanita hut. What the hell? Is Alex Amanita home? Oh, there's a chest. Okay, didn't get anything. There's an enemy there in that direction. Don't see anything else to loot. Ah, is this guy dead or is he sleeping?
Hello there. How may I assist you with my herbal knowledge?
Wow, that's bad GI. That's very bad.
No, I wasn't born here. I'm from Farnworth. My journey into herbalism began when a bookseller arrived in Farnworth. I stumbled upon a thick tome on herbs and alchemy, and when I opened that book, my passion for it ignited, which later turned into an obsession. I was so captivated that I sold my house to move closer to the forest, where I could have easier access to the greens that deeply fascinate me. I sustain myself by foraging and collecting herbs and plants from the forest, which I use in my herbalism. I also trade my knowledge and concoctions with those who seek herbal remedies and potions. Actually, if you are interested, you can... Good day. Are you in need of any natural remedies for your...
Okay, so this guy's selling a bunch of seeds. How do I see the price of stuff? Sell. So can't I sell? No. Is this all that you want to buy? Don't you want to buy anything else? Oh, okay, so that's how it works. He will only buy these things that are listed here. And if you don't have the things that he lists here, then you can go screw yourself. Okay, I understand. So he will actually buy a lot of mushrooms. So there were a lot of mushrooms over here, so I can sell mushrooms to this guy. Where's that heap of mushrooms that was over here? I think it was like in this direction. There were a bunch of mushrooms. What was that sound? Oh, this pickup system is really irritating. I'm trying to pick up that stick, but it's not letting me. Holy balls, that's irritating. Like, look at that. It's literally not selecting it. That's really stupid. Okay, and my inventory is full. Oh, it can stack in this one. But it doesn't stack in the other one. That's stupid. Why doesn't it stack in the other one? Okay, so that one is finished. What can we make? Simple axe. What does that require? 6 wood and then 2 crude stone. Okay. So I need 6 wood. I don't have any more wood, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have any more wood. I do have enough stone, but I need to pick up wood. But I want to get that other place where all of... Ah, here we go. Where all of those mushrooms were. Because each of these mushrooms are 2 gold. And I don't know if 2 gold is a lot or not, but... I mean, we might as well take advantage. If the guy's willing to pay for mushrooms, then... we shall oblige. I want to pick up the mushroom. There we go. The pickup system in this game is really irritating. The fact that it locks onto the thing that you don't want it to lock on. I'm also not a fan of the looting animation. I would honestly prefer it if the game didn't have a looting animation.
Ah, the smell of fresh herbs and...
Okay, take all of my mushrooms. Oh, and then you don't want any more mushrooms, okay. I guess so. Well, if you've given me everything that you have, I have 75 coins. I'm not sure if I need any of these things. I don't know how to plant yet, so I mean it won't really help me to buy anything of that yet that I can't even use yet, you know. So let's keep my money for now. I want sticks. How the hell does that work? I actually looted that wood. How the hell? You see, now I want that stick over there. And I can't... well, there we go. It's such a pain in the nutsack to lock onto things sometimes. I don't know how the developers could not fix that, you know, like obviously they must know that it's an absolute pain to lock onto things, specific things. Why didn't they just allow you to select the thing, like, I don't know, with a mouse wheel or something? Just make it a different system, which will actually allow you to select the thing that you want to loot. Because right now you can't even select the thing that you want to loot. Okay, so how does crafting work? Must you have the stuff in your inventory? Once again, I have to figure out all of the shit on my own because the game has no tutorial. Oh, okay, so yeah, you just need to have the stuff in your inventory. And then obviously, do you drag it? Yes, you drag it over there, 20 cutting damage. Okay, and then I can craft a torch if I want to, or primitive club, blunt 18, cutting 20. So why would I want a club if this one does more damage? Well, the speed on the club is more. So I guess that's something. Speed will be good, I guess. Oh, the thing is full already. Holy crap, that filled up very quickly. Okay, well then we build another one, I guess. Okay, you can't stack chests on top of one another, unfortunately. Okay, I need wood. Seriously, the fact that you can carry such a small amount of materials at a time is really not good. Oh yeah, I have my axe now, so I can actually start to chop down trees if I really want to. So let's see, how do you start chopping? Ooh. Ooh. Huh? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then the tree explodes into nothingness. Okay. At least we don't need to scrounge around on the ground anymore for wood. Okay, so we need flax. We don't have flax. What's this thing? Oh. Okay, we'll go get flax in just a second. So do I want to fight people? Holy shit, all three of them come at once. That's not good. I thought maybe I would be able to fight them one at a time. But no, apparently all three of them come at once. Have you no honor? Holy shit, and they chase you very far. Like, how far are you gonna chase me still? Go away. Ah, there we go. Come back. I want to fight one of you. And then of course they run faster than what you can run. Of course they do. Sheath your weapon. How the hell do you... Oh, one. Okay, I guessed correctly.
If it's quality goods you're after, you've come to the right place.
Wow, that sounds shitty. That is what you call low quality GI.
Unfortunately, I have no job for you.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Anything else?
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, you get good GI and then you get the really fucking terrible GI.
No, I wasn't born here. I hailed from Horndean, where I
Oh,
was blacksmith.
that hurts my ears.
Ambition got the best of me. During a competition for the title of the best blacksmith in the village,
Yes,
it hasn't been
please,
easy.
please stay quiet because that hurts my ears.
If it's quality goods you're after,
Okay, so I can buy a couple of things, nothing super useful. And then I can sell wood actually for 2 gold each. Which is not terrible. But yeah, I don't have a lot of wood currently. I could chop down trees, I guess. I guess I could do that for gold. And then you have to remove your weapon again.
I'm a professional in crafting.
Yeah, your voice is disgusting. let's throw down. Oh, M. That's something that we don't have yet.
I'm a professional in crap.
Yeah, you're a professional in crap. You're correct. Do you have a chest that I can loot, maybe? Doesn't look like it. Holy crap, how many times do I have to cut it? Okay, so that's an entire log.
If it's quality goods, you're...
Okay, you can get 7 more wood.
I'm open for...
There you go. And yeah, there's not really anything that I would like to buy from you. Carpenter's hammer, I'm sure I can create on by myself. Okay, where did I throw down the flax? Little bag. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, it's not even a bag. It should be a bag, actually. Wood I'm gonna throw away in favor of the flax, because flax is a little bit more rare. Wow, you have so little stamina. Like, literally, you sprint for a little more than 5 seconds, then you're out of stamina. That's really shitty. Okay, and then what else do we want to build? I guess we can build a campfire. I don't have crude stone. Is crude stone the normal stone or what? Oh no, I already have that. I don't have this one. For this one I need logs. But I think first let's build a housing tent. Okay, so you need to start with a log. Okay, inventory full. Wow, so you just got one log from that entire tree. How many bloody times do you have to cut the thing? Holy crap, that's a big log. Okay, and then we need leaves. And more wood. Do I have wood? No. I don't think I have here. No. I do have a little bit over here. I think it has been raining for like the past 30 minutes. Like, when does the bloody rain stop? can't loot that stick at the bottom. Now I can. Just one log from that tree. Okay, that one is done. Oh, this one comes with a storage as well. That's not bad. I'm gonna need it because I already need more storage. Okay, so talk to Dobrin Yelkin. Where? Over there. Okay. Oh, I see now. Oh shit, this game uses the same shitty um, consumable buff system than what Valheim does. That sucks. I don't like that system in the slightest. Like, I don't mind a game copying another game, but don't copy the shitty things about the game. You know, copy the good things about the game. It doesn't help you copy all of the really stupid things of a game. Have I spoken to you previously or not?
Sorry, I don't have time for chat right now.
Wow, that's another really terrible voice. Okay, so far this game has more really terrible voices than good voices. We've heard one good voice so far.
Spare a coin, and I will pray for you.
1 coin. If you only want 1 coin, I will give you 1 coin.
You're new around here, huh? Watch your back, stranger. If the rest of the village has accepted you, that's good enough for me. Let's get to work.
What's this? Do you want to work for me? But you're very low level. Dullard. Slacker. No, thank you.
I see you're new here. Is there something you need? Yes. I don't think I should be discussing village map. I'm not talking about gossip with strangers. Well, you know how it is. Time I scrape by on the generosity of kind strangers like yourself.
Nope.
I understand.
Not 10 coins. I'm not gonna give you 10 coins. I would have given you 1 coin. I don't like liars.
Trade your gold discreetly, lad. You don't want any trouble.
Let's talk. You again. I'll tell you what. We actually have one problem you can try to resolve. If you're willing, of course. It gets cold around here, especially close to the mountains. If we want to keep ourselves warm, we need fur for it, rabbit or wolf pelts, but you see our hunter. Well, we got into a little discussion about how things should work in the village regarding payment. He doesn't want to work with us anymore, but Herndeen mostly depends on him to provide. I want you to convince him to deliver traps. If you can bring us rabbit fur too, that would be very much appreciated. But we can't expect you to do that every day. We want to be self-sufficient with our fur trapping. So the priority is the traps, and the rabbit fur would be a bonus. Take care of that, and then I will consider your request.
I'm not even sure what our request is.
Go speak with Amelie. She's a bit of a troublemaker, but her heart's in the right place, or so I have to tell myself. She has a good relationship with everyone in the village, and knows nearly everything that goes on around here. If anyone can point you in the right direction, it's her.
Emily is walking into the back of a goat. She doesn't seem like the smartest one.
Greetings, newcomer. Say, have we met before? Your face is awfully familiar.
That's also really bad voice acting.
I am what can I do for you?
I am. What can I do for you? Just like that, straight.
Unfortunately,
No inflection, no nothing.
he's in the forest, just up the hill, not far from the village. Perhaps bring a book so you have something to do while he rants at you.
Okay, so where... Oh, that's actually pretty far away. But okay, I guess so. Does anyone want to buy anything?
Make it quick, I need to work. What would you like to know? Good thing is that you can all... It's been hard. Yes. Oh, you'll hear all sorts. They've been a thorn, to say at least. Yes. There's nothing too much. Thank you. Welcome in the Lord's crowd. Yes. Anything else? I'm sorry, but anything else?
And who might you be? My sincerest apologies, but I cannot assist with any inquiries at the moment. Herndeen is a most guarded community due to the treacherous times we find ourselves in. I advise you to start a discourse with the Elder and learn how you can contribute to our village. Then we may be more open to your inquisitive nature.
Why is his clothes so shiny? Like, fucking, did he rub himself in Vaseline or what? Because holy crap. Like he takes a bath in baby oil every morning.
We have learned through many trials to be wary of outsiders such as yourself. Trust is not handed out here freely. It must be earned. Anything else?
Can be used to expand the abilities of your settlers. Can be used to expand your own abilities. Oh, so one-handed, two-handed can be used to expand the abilities of your settlers, laborer, farming, strength, your own abilities. So some of them give you something, some of them give your villagers something. Okay. So it's 150 per book. Are there any other sellers?
Seeking something specific? How can I be of service today? Perhaps you'd like to view my fine wares. Well, there is, and defying that rule is more, of course. Anything else?
No, that's a lot of damage, 30. Why does it say melee piercing 27 and then melee piercing 30? Why the difference? I can sell simple axes to him for 12 gold each. I might be able to make some good profit on those. I will need to work out what the cost is exactly. Okay, let's run to that other place. How's my inventory looking? Oh, my inventory is actually a little bit full, so let's first
fields, plenty to be done today.
run to my base, and then we can run to the objective. So what does an axe cost exactly? Oh, no, wait, cancel. For fuck's sakes, I don't want to craft another one. Cancel. Oh, for fuck's sake. 6 and 2, so the axe sells for 15, was it 15, I think? So that's not terrible. It basically gives you 2 gold per wood and 2 gold per stone, basically. So that's not terrible. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, so now we run over to the quest marker. We can try some combat maybe, but it's 3 people. I'm not sure if I will be able to take on 3 people. But let's see, let's try. That guy has a bow and arrow over there, so I should take him out first. And I'm dead, apparently. That was like 3 hits and I'm dead. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna be fighting anytime soon. Oh, and I lost all of my buffs. That's fantastic. Become injured for a certain time. Wait, they lose again, they die forever. That's fucking stupid. So you can actually lose villagers forever. That's really stupid. Okay, so I don't know what we need to do in order to not die in 3 hits, but right now we're dying in 3 hits, so we're not going to be doing combat currently. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Tell me a combat tutorial after I've already died. That's super fantastic. Swipe your mouse left, right, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. I'm not going to do that. Blocking, I'm not going to do blocking either. Observe your enemies carefully. I don't care. There is plenty of weapon type swords, axe, bows, shields, and more. Advance your town and unlock technologies. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to block. I'm not the type of person who blocks, so I don't care about that.
The quiet before the hunt. What are you looking for? It's dangerous to wander around the woods alone. You don't look like the hunting type. So what are you doing here? Ha! The people in Herndeen? Of course. Now they need me. I'm not going to work with them. Dobron has no respect for my craft. He doesn't value everything I've contributed to that damn village. And until he does, they can fend for themselves.
Yeah, this guy also has really terrible voice acting.
You're asking for help, but you don't know a thing about me or what I went through. I used to be a respected member of the community. I even could have been an elder if I wanted. But they degraded me because I refused to be a slave to Ashbourne's puppets. So I left. I still tried to contribute from a distance, providing them with fur, food, and creating traps for the sake of the village. But they wanted more. When I asked for better pay, the elder said no and actually warned me not to ask again. At one point, he said he'd speak to the brigands about my behavior. Yeah. Well, the fine people of Herndeen don't agree with you. That's why I want to leave that life behind. Let's make an arrangement. You need traps, and I can teach you how to make them so you can catch smaller animals. You look like someone who can get things done. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a lot going on inside your head. I'm willing to join you if you provide me with shelter and food. Together, we can make each other's lives easier in this land. So, can we cooperate?
Yeah, holy shit, your skills are way better than that other moron's skills. Yeah, very good. Your villagers can be assigned to one of 3 roles at any given time. A worker fulfills your crafting and production orders, a companion travels with you and follows your commands, a guard patrols and defends your settlement. You can command your companions by giving them contextual orders with E. It is vital that you and your villagers stay well fed. Going hungry will cause your companions, workers, and guards to stop what they're doing in order to find food. The better the food, the longer they can work. Okay. Do you have any resources around here that are good? Doesn't look like it. Do you have an inventory? Can I give you stuff? Inventory. Well, you do have an inventory. I guess that's better than nothing. It's 9 extra spaces on top of my 30 spaces. So now I basically have 40 spaces, which is not terrible. Let's chop down a tree or two. Okay, and then we can head back. So yeah, this game actually is very, very similar to Aska, wherein you have like companions and stuff, and they can actually help around the village and also be combat companions and stuff like that. But I have to be honest, so far this game is inferior to Aska in many different ways. I remember when I played Aska, like I was impressed by a lot of stuff. With this game, I'm not impressed by anything so far. Turn your companion into a worker so that he can help you with building. Okay, well he's very slow apparently. So I need to wait for him to get over here. Come over here, don't run away. Worker. Build a research desk. Logs. I only have one log, I think, so I'm gonna need to cut down another. What does this do? Bloomery, elm, shortbow, foraging camp. Oh, that might be nice. Logging camp, small trap, standing torch, village hall. First big milestone, more advanced buildings, making you higher threat to other factions. Let's do foraging. Let's do foraging. And then what do you need? Resources required for foraging camp. So is that required for the building of a foraging camp or the researching of a foraging camp? Oh, okay, so that's for the research of the foraging camp. Okay. The more powerful your settlement becomes, the more likely it is to attract raiding parties. Invest in guards and better gear to fight them back. Build outposts. Don't limit yourself to just one outpost. You may need resources that are found in the other corners of the region. Yeah, but then you have to... Oh, fast travel. Wow, the game has fast travel. You can find all the useful information in the town overview screen. Okay. What did I need? I needed berries. What was the other thing that I needed? Mushrooms. I need one berry. Okay, now you have everything. I do have a worker set up. What am I supposed to do? How do you... So, where's my dude? He is a worker, why isn't he doing something? Worker. He does have... Oh, that's the priorities. Okay. So he's sleeping right now. So I guess he will, after he wakes up, start researching maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He will just have to whatever. So if I can't do the research, then yeah, only the workers can do the research, which is pretty stupid in my opinion, but okay, I guess so. If they don't allow you to do the research, then what can you do? I'm out of storage again, so I need to build more storage. Oh, I do have over a year. Yes. Then I can store that there as well, I guess. Okay, so next, research the small trap with the help of your new settler. Let your settler craft a trap at simple workbench, pick up a trap and set it yourself in the dense forest with bait. Okay, well apparently we have to wait until the day for that to happen, for my dude to wake up. So I guess we just go out and collect more resources, I guess. Nothing else we can do now but wait. I'm looking for smaller trees actually, so I can get sticks, not the bigger trees. Even though I guess I am gonna need quite a lot of logs. So I probably should gather some logs, I guess. Even though it takes so bloody long to gather a log. Unless it's like this one, which is a single one. Actually, you should try your best to cut down the trees that have single logs, because the bigger trees, you once again need to cut those trees into half as well, and that also takes time. So if you can, just cut down these ones that are single. Okay, this one is double. Okay, I'm gonna need space. Can probably build another housing tent, I guess. Can't see shit in here. Just like that. Not even a minute, and my inventory is full. Ah, you're awake finally.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Yeah, you're doing amazing work. You're fucking sleeping the whole time. Amazing work. Fantastic. Did you just drop berries on the ground? Why did you drop berries on the ground? Don't you like my cooking? I slaved over a hot stove for several hours to make those berries. It's nice that these come with torches. I like that. Okay, so yeah, the research.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
Yes. I researched the shit out of that. I see you have one of the infinity stones there. So hopefully the research will be very quick. And you're levitating as well. That's fantastic. Apparently it's the infinity stone that allows you to defy gravity. The gravity stone, I guess. So that's fantastic. We already have an infinity stone in the bag. Ah, okay. And then we go over here, we select the next thing that we want.
Seem like they're plotting something.
So you say that we should do the small trap. I guess we can do the small trap. 5 wood, 2 flax.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Yeah, you're sleeping the whole time. Where the hell is all of my wood? Oh, this is my inventory. Five wood, 2 flax.
The village is looking better and better.
Why does the stuff switch? Like first the chest is on the left side, then my inventory is on the right side. Like, why are they switching like that? That's really irritating. Okay, so I seem to not have any wood anymore. It's really stupid that the dude doesn't collect the resources on his own.
We could make a small city there, don't you think?
He has sticks. Did he just put the sticks in there? Oh, he did actually. Where the hell did he get sticks from? Okay, so he does actually attempt to make himself useful at least. That's good at least. So sticks. We are basically... Oh, and we also need flax because we actually ran out of flax. Okay, you're happy now, hopefully. And then we can maybe
I
build
feel it's going to be a good day.
another chest. Yeah, a good day of sleeping if I know you.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Do the research. I want you to research. How do I change the priority? Make this fucking priority 1. I want you to research. Because I can't do it myself, so you have to do all of the researching. You do all of the sleeping and all of the researching. How about that? Sounds like a good deal. Why are you buggering off into the woods? I want you to do this. Can't I change your priority or something? That is priority 1. I can't do more than that. Research. There we go.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Yeah, amazing. And then let your settler craft the trap. Select recipe. Small trap.
Happy days, all thanks to you.
1. Yeah, that's fine. Craft 1. And then I will refill this one so long. A log and 3
I feel it's
pieces
going
of
to be a
wood.
good day.
Yeah, but craft that now. Oh yeah, I fucking made his priority on the research very high now. So now the bastard is not gonna craft any traps.
Glad it's my home.
So let's craft one ourselves. And see, maybe that will progress the quest. Crafting takes a bloody long time. Heaven forbid you have to craft like 5 or 10 traps. Yeah, so that didn't progress the thing. High priority. Priority 1. I mean, he will do it after he's done with this, I guess. I guess the tutorial just wants you, or the quest just wants you to
Ever notice how mushrooms
tell
just appear
him
out of
to
nowhere?
do that instead
like
of you
magic.
doing it yourself, so that you can actually learn how to tell your villagers to do stuff. Just hurry up. Stop babbling and research. Ah, there we go. He's busy making that. Let your settler craft the trap at simple workbench.
So far, we're doing great work, don't you think?
Pick up the trap and set it yourself. Oh, okay. So he has done it now, but I probably need to set it myself then. So he has done that. Let's take it and then go out and set it. In the meanwhile, we can tell him to research something else. River reed. I don't have river reeds yet. Do that.
Why do birds always seem like they're plotting something?
Because they do not exist. Birds are government spies. Wood? Where did I put my wood? I wish the game gave you a little bit of an indication of what is inside the chest. Because it's a little bit irritating that they don't show you. Where's all of the stuff that was in here? Like, I had a crap load of stuff here. I think I had a log, I had food, I had a lot of food there, so where is it now? Like, are resources disappearing or what's happening? Let me test. I'm gonna take all of these berries. I'm gonna put all of them in here. And then one I'm gonna put over here. And then I want to see what the fuck happens.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. Because it's really strange. I put all of my food here and there, and it just isn't there anymore. So either this guy ate like 20 berries by himself, or he moved them from there to here for some reason, or they were just sent to the Shadow Realm for some reason, through some kind of a glitch or something. Okay, blah blah blah, trap, pick up a trap, set it yourself in the dense forest. Dense forest. With bait, what bait am I supposed to use? It requires bait. What bait? How do you get bait? Is bait something that you must craft?
It's my home.
No. Must you just take like a berry or something with? Can you use berries as bait maybe? Once again, it would be super fantastic if the game had a tutorial instead of just small little videos that pop up that tell you that you can press B. That's definitely not what I would describe as a tutorial. Okay, we can put it here to the left of my camp. Add berry. Oh, okay, so yes, you can use berries as bait. Okay, the mining camp is done. And then stockpile. Crude
With more
stone
houses,
log.
we could make a small city there, don't you think?
I guess so. Did I just see you carrying the food? Yes, you did carry the food, you bastard. Okay, so for some reason he doesn't like the berries being in here, so he's bringing the stuff over here.
Work, don't you think?
Which is a little bit stupid because that's 50 spaces and that's 50 spaces that I want to use for food and stuff like that, you know? There's another log. There's a couple of logs lying over here. Where are they? Unless you picked them up, which I don't think you did. Did you pick them up? I mean, it's possible you picked them up, but I doubt it. No logs there. There's 3 logs here. It's possible that you picked them up, maybe. I don't know. I will.
Did you see that
would
sunset
need
last night? It was beautiful.
to test, so I can chop down a few more trees and then just see if he picks them up. Because if he actually picks up the trees from the ground himself, then that's pretty nice. I certainly would appreciate that. That log is done. That log is done. Oh no, he didn't pick them up. They're over here. Okay, so I just missed where they were. So I wonder, will he actually ever pick up logs or not? Okay, so we can build a stockpile. Main storage ware worker, bring blah blah blah. Okay, well I guess we can build it. Just here at the back. So will you actually help me build or not? Or are you just walking around collecting shit? You really walk slowly, you know that. Like you could walk faster, I'm certain. You probably don't want to break a nail.
I feel it's going to be a good day.
Okay, so we need wood. Do I have enough wood? I don't have any wood apparently. Okay, let me go collect a bunch of wood. Out of stamina again.
Why do birds always seem like they're plotting something?
Because they work for the NSA. Oh, 400. That's what I'm talking about. That is a storage. All of these other ones are imitations of storage.
Plotting something.
Okay, so that's pretty nice. What else do we want? Ah, fast travel, that'll be nice, but it requires simple cord. Simple cord you probably get from the Weaver's Loom. And the Weaver's Loom require river reeds, which I don't have. That requires simple cord. I guess you can research that. Don't see why not.
Work, lads, we need to make this place look better.
Work, lads. Who are you talking about? Strap. I don't have a strap. Okay, let's go check our traps. Fortunately, the traps are displayed on the map. Oh, we have a rabbit. Then we need another berry. Do you want to buy more mushrooms, maybe?
Welcome. What brings you to my humble...
Ah, you do. I still don't know what to do with seeds. I don't know how to plant them or whatever. You literally have mushrooms surrounding your farm, literally 2 meters away from you. And yet you purchase mushrooms. How does that make sense? Ah, your researching has gone up. Nice. Now I want you to craft a couple of traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why not? Why not 8? Craft 8 for me, please. Oh, did I tell you to do it or did I tell myself to do it? No, I told myself to do it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that will be fine. This one I'm not gonna do. Cancel all of those. And then I'm gonna need a lot of wood. Like 2 inventories worth of wood, probably. So let me gather some wood. There we go, 30 wood will be enough for 6 traps. But first you're catching sheep in your sleep, so I will need to wait until tomorrow, I guess. That's fine, I will just continue to collect wood. Okay, inventory full. .400 spaces is really, really nice. I really like that. Have we got more over here now? More animals yet? Ah, this one is filled. 1, 1. Previously I got 2 and 1. So yeah, that also varies. Sometimes you get 2, sometimes you get 1. That was another one where I don't even think it was a minute and my inventory was full. The inventory fills up so incredibly fast in this game. Yeah, holy shit, you're sleeping, snoring so loud. I think it's pretty stupid that the NPCs sleep for so long, like, it seems they sleep right through the night. Like, that's pretty bloody brutal. It's like technically realistic, but I mean, bloody hell. For half of the time, basically, you're not gonna have a working village. I just think that's really brutal. Wow, this tree is a mother. What do you get from this one? Okay, well it looks like just a normal log, so I guess you just get a normal log even from those massive trees. I thought maybe you would get like a different type of wood, like hardwood or something like that. This guy's still sleeping. Wow, there's quite a lot of stuff to research, to be honest. A lot of it is different types of armor, you know, like leather shoes, hide shoes, metal, whatever, chain, what's that other stuff? Chain metal, metal chain link, shoes, you know, bronze shoes, whatever. So a lot of it is armor and stuff like that. Here's different armor as well. And then over here, different axes and swords and stuff like that. And then here, once again, different axes, different weapons, different swords. Over here, more shoes apparently. You can never have enough shoes. Over here, more weapons, more axes. Over here, more shoes once again. So it seems like all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this, and all of this is either weapons or armor. And then all of these other ones over here are buildings. So it might look like a lot, but literally all of that, 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 and all of that is weapons and armor. And then these small little ones in between, basically these over here, these, and these are the only buildings. So there's not that many buildings, to be honest. How big is the map? The map is pretty big. That's pretty big. It's not gigantic, but it's pretty big. It will definitely take you a while to run all the way over there, so it's not small, I can say that much. It's definitely not small. And yeah, basically, like I said, the game is actually very much like Aska. It's extremely like Aska. If you don't know what Aska is, I do have a review of it on my channel already. It's actually a game that I really like. It's actually, like, it's still in early access, but I was actually quite impressed with Aska. Despite the issues that I had with it, I did criticize it quite a bit, but at the end of the day, I did recommend it. And that was several months ago, so I definitely think by now the game would definitely have been improved, because when I played it, I actually played a pre-early access version of the game, which the developer sent to me, and I had a couple of bugs and stuff, but I rarely criticize a game for having bugs, because especially during early access, you are gonna have bugs. So really, at the end of the day, I did really like Aska. I actually quickly want to check what's the price of Aska. Because I actually don't remember what the price is. The price of this game is $30. And then Aska's price is $25. So Aska is $5 cheaper um, than this game. And I will show you guys here just quickly the review that I did. I did review it on Steam. You can see around June I did it, so it's a couple of months ago. And I pretty much say my opinion right here. But the game is, in my opinion, very good. It will be much better than Valheim once it actually has got some development behind it. And then I also did my review video, and I give you a full written review over here. So the things that I praised about Aska is like not a lot of stuff, and then the things that I criticized is quite a lot, 10 different things, but obviously it's up to the developers to fix those 10 different things, you know. But yeah, at the end of the day, I did recommend Aska, and I actually like Aska more. Like even right now, I like Aska more than what I like this game. This game just has quite a couple of issues. The inventory is really too small. The inventory should, in my opinion, be at least double the size than what it is currently. Or they can keep it the same size, but then stuff needs to stack. Stuff needs to stack to at least five per stack, in my opinion. Because stuff can stack inside the storages, but it can't stack in your inventory. So that's just counterintuitive, to be honest, you know. Why can stuff stack in the storages? It can stack up to like 50 or whatever, but it can't stack in your inventory. That's just really counterintuitive. So yeah, the inventory is really too small by about half, as I say. I would honestly would double the inventory size. The buffs, the food buffs, I don't like. It is directly taken from Valheim. There might be another game that did it before Valheim. I don't know, that's possible, but I'm using Valheim because it's the most popular example of this type of buff where you eat food and then you gain a buff based on the food that you ate. And I just don't like it. I much prefer stats, just base stats. So health, stamina, endurance, strength, intelligence, agility, those types of stats in order to make you stronger, in order to give you more health and more stamina. Exclusively getting your health and your stamina and your defensive stuff from food is just really lazy, in my opinion. So I much prefer a different style from what Valheim has and from what this game has. Valheim has a couple of good things, but it also has a lot of bad things. I don't like Valheim, personally. It has just got too many things that are tedious, that make the game tedious and overly complicated and all of that kind of stuff. So this food system is one of those things that I don't like about Valheim. So I don't have an issue with a game borrowing, or if you want to use the word stealing, mechanics from other games, I don't have an issue with that, as long as you steal the good stuff, you know? Don't steal the shitty mechanics like this. Steal the good stuff, you know?
Work, lads. We need to make this
How
possible
many
better.
traps do you have? Oh, you've got 2 traps, okay. How long will you take for the next one? Let me wait for the next one. And then I can fill this one up as well. So yeah, like I said, I don't mind taking stuff from other games, but take the good stuff. Don't take the shitty stuff, like this food buff system. So I don't like that. I don't like the food buff system. I don't like the inventory. The game doesn't run well. Like, really, it doesn't run well. The game looks pretty bad, honestly. It doesn't look fantastic. It almost looks like a game from 2010. It just looks basic, and it's really demanding. On my 3080 RTX, I'm sure you guys have seen a little bit of stuttering here and there, and the game was running at 100% GPU usage before I turned it down a little bit, and right now we're running it at very low graphics. Like, I'm running it on ultra performance upscaling or downscaling, medium texture, medium shadows, medium global illumination. The only thing that is high is the view distance, and then medium, low, medium, disabled. So we are running the game at very, very low settings, and it looks crappy. Honestly, it looks crappy. And my GPU right now is idling at between 80 and 90% GPU usage, and the game is pulling 260 watts of power draw. So 260 watts of power draw is actually quite a lot. The maximum that my graphics card can deliver is 310 watts of power draw. So this game uses almost all of the power which my graphics card has available. And obviously, like I say, my graphics card is a 3080 RTX, which is a really powerful card. And then, apart from the game running terribly, you also cannot change the resolution, and you also cannot do resolution scaling at all. So that's 2 things that are really quite ridiculous in a $30 game. Otherwise than that, I spoke a little bit earlier about the GI voices, and so far we've seen one NPC that has a good GI voice, which I would consider a good GI voice. Obviously, GI means generative intelligence. One good GI voice, and all of the other GI voices have been pretty bad, and 2 of the GI voices have been absolutely excruciatingly bad, like really, really terrible GI voices. So, honestly, as I already said, I'm not going to repeat myself, but there's a mod in World of Warcraft which added voices to the game, and the voices are GI voices, and those voices are fucking good quality. Really, really good quality. The dwarves sound like dwarves. The Tauren sound like Tauren, like just really good voices. And and I've also had very good voices in other games, like another game which I also have done a review on is Cygnus Enterprise. Cygnus Enterprise, you can find that on my channel as well. And in Cygnus Enterprise, the game also uses GI voices, and the GI voices in that game are very good. So honestly, these developers have got no excuse for the, quite frankly, overall terrible GI voices which they have in the game. They are just really bad overall. The GI voices are really bad overall. So they need to definitely swap to a different LLM, because the LLM that they're using currently is terrible. I don't know if they're using one of the free ones that you get off the internet, but I mean, they should use something different. They should spend a little bit of money, we're not even talking about above $1,000, and then they will be able to get good GI voices. So yeah, the voices are really bad, and I don't have an issue at all with the usage of GI voices, but I do have a problem with them being terrible. Like, don't put terrible GI voices in your game, really. That's unacceptable. Where's the rest of my traps? Oh, over here. So yeah, the voices can definitely be improved. And otherwise than that, what other issues are there? The game doesn't have a tutorial. That's obviously not good. All games should have a tutorial, in my opinion. There's no reason not to have a tutorial in a game. I'm assuming you can place these next to each other. I'm assuming there's no negative effects from putting them all next to each other. Hopefully, I don't know. Like I said, the game doesn't have a tutorial, so the game doesn't tell you anything about anything. I mean, the one tutorial literally told you that you can press B and that you should find a location that has good resources. That was literally one of the tutorial pop-ups. Like, it's such basic shit, and honestly, for the rest of the stuff, the one combat tutorial was left click, right click, and then you can left click while swinging in different directions. Like, wow, that's a super amazing tutorial pop-up, you know. But really, the game does not have a tutorial. It does have tutorial pop-ups, but it's not the same as a tutorial. I do like the videos, the little videos that they put together with the tutorial pop-ups. I do like that, you know. It shows they did a little bit of effort to actually record those little videos. But yeah, quite honestly, it's there's no substitute for a proper tutorial. The game should have a proper tutorial, because I play a lot of these games, and I even struggled with some of the concepts and game mechanics and stuff like that, and I play a lot of these types of games. So yeah, and then the other thing that I also suggested is like these little white markers that you see on the loot. Like, you can see it better over here on the trees. So you see those little white markers on the trees. That honestly could be something different. You could either color it, like these little white ones over here as well. You could color it per resource. So some of the resources, like if it's flowers, it might have a blue dot or a green dot or anything like that. If it's stone, it would have a gray dot, for instance. If it's gold, then it would have a golden dot. If it is copper, it would have a brownish dot. You know, just give the dots different colors so that they don't blend in as much, because a small white dot, like, it's just really not very not very apparent, you know, especially when you're running. When you're running and stuff, you don't see it very easily. I used the one example of Smalllands. If you've ever played Smalllands, I also have a review of Smalllands. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in Smalllands, all of the plants and all of the loot in the game has an outline. It has like a halo effect around the loot. And that's a very good way of displaying the loot. Witcher 3 as well. Witcher 3 is a very popular game. And in Witcher 3, if you use your survival senses, or whatever it's called, everything has a golden outline, a golden halo. And that's an example of a good example of how to do the highlighting of resources in the game. So a little white dot, it's better than nothing, you know, it's better than not highlighting the resources on the ground at all. Like that other game that I reviewed recently, Towers of Agarthaba, something like that. That game doesn't have any resource highlighting on the ground. So it's at least better than that, but it's not as good as something like you can find in Smolands or in Witcher 3 or anything like that. So yeah, the resource highlighting could be better. It's not terrible, but it could be better. They could either be colorized or they could have a halo effect or anything like that, honestly. Otherwise than that, the game has no character progression from what I can see. Apart from the books, you do get the books. So you buy a book and then there's different books to increase these stats over year. That's really the only character progression that I can see. There's no skill tree or anything like that. There's no stats, like actual stats. Like there are these ones, but you upgrade them through reading books, buying books. Each book costs 150 gold. So apart from this, there are no stats and there's no character progression. There's no experience in the game. So I just really would have liked a experience system of some kind. Like this? How does this work? Combat attributes. I've got nothing in that, and then this. Does the game actually have 2943? 2943. Let's quickly have a look. 2943. Let's harvest a couple of things because I just saw that just now. Okay, 2943. 2963. Okay, so the game does have some form of skills over here, but yeah, it's not like stats. It's not actually like stats. It's more just like benefits, like you can see there. +6 chance for extra harvesting yield, +23% resource yield amount, you know, stuff like that. So once again, it's not like stats. I would like actual stats with actual experience in the game. So yeah, that's another thing that I just like it. I like when a game has character progression. And this game has basically no character progression. Reading a book to upgrade your fighting or upgrade your archery, stuff like that, that's not really what I consider character progression. And even these little bonuses that you get, +9% extra harvest yield chance, like that's not character progression in my opinion. You know, I want to be able to increase my health, increase my stamina, increase my running speed. You know, that is character progression. Increase your defense, that kind of stuff. Your attack speed perhaps as well. And this game has none of that. So I just would like a character progression system. Also, the game should not drain your stamina while you are sprinting outside of combat. That once again is unnecessarily tedious and just unnecessary mechanic. Your Stamina should not be draining while you are outside of combat. That is completely unnecessary. So yeah, that's another thing. It just makes the game too slow. I mean, if you constantly have to pause and wait for your stamina to regenerate while running from one side of the map to the other side of the map, that in no way, shape, or form is beneficial to the player. It just makes the game slower, makes the game more tedious and grueling and torturous, and it's just not fun. It doesn't add fun to the game. And a developer, when considering to add any mechanic to their game, should ask themselves one question. Does it make the game more fun? Or does it make the game more tedious and torturous and grueling? That's the only question a developer should ask themselves when deciding whether or not to add a mechanic. If it makes the game more tedious and grueling, and the game's title does not have souls in the title, like Dark Souls or any of the other Souls game, then don't do it. Don't add the mechanic to the game, because people who play Souls game are expecting the game to be tedious and grueling, but 99% of players are not expecting it to be. Is it starting to snow, or what's all of the white on the ground? Am I just imagining things? Why is it starting to snow? Does the game actually have snow or what? Or are there just spider webs all over the place? So yeah, the draining of the stamina is completely unnecessary in my opinion, outside of combat. I don't have an issue with it draining inside of combat, that's fine, but draining outside of combat is completely unnecessary and shouldn't be in the game in my opinion. Let's select one final thing over here, village hall. I can't do that. 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 Copper ore. Copper ore. Copper ore. I might have a copper ore. Copper ore and tin ore. I did pick up one ore of each somewhere. Tin ore, copper ore. So I have one tin ore and one copper ore. I'm not sure where I picked those up. Okay, so I can do that one. And then we can head over to the main quest giver. Oh, and I need one pelt. Before I forget, it's probably over here. Yes, one pelt. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video. I've pretty much said everything that I want to. Oh, the character creator also leaves a lot to be desired. Honestly, the character creator is a joke. It's an absolute joke. Honestly, they shouldn't even have put a character creator in the game. It's just really a joke. And also the fact that the main character doesn't have voice acting, but all of the other characters, the NPCs in the game, do have voice acting. That's just really weird. You know, you're giving the most important character in the game no voice acting, and all of the non-important characters you're giving voice acting. That's just really weird. So yeah. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, can I recommend the game for $30? I mean, I guess I can. it's not a terrible game. There's a lot of things that irritate me in the game, but at the end of the day, it's not a terrible game. It runs badly, and the small inventory irritates the shit out of me, and yeah, there's just a lot of mechanics in the game that could be better, but at the end of the day, it's not a bad game. It's just an irritating game in a lot of ways, but I mean, the game is still in early access. They can fix all of those things, even though, like I said, well, like I always say, I don't review and evaluate the game based on what it could be. I review it based on what it is currently. I don't care about the future. I don't care about a roadmap or anything like that. I just care about, is the game worth $30 right now? And I can say that the game is worth $30 right now. I honestly can. I'm pretty sure you will be able to get dozens and dozens of hours of gameplay out of this game, given how big the map is. You will be able to build a very big village. You will probably be able to get in excess of 10 or 20 villagers in your village, and you can even have multiple villages all over the map and stuff like that. So, yeah, I can probably say the game is worth $30, but it's not better than Aska. I would rather pay $25 for Aska than for this game, to be honest. And another game that I also reviewed recently, Sengoku Dynasty. I actually did a review literally like last week. That game also is, I believe, $30, and I honestly would even recommend that game over this game, to be honest. That game, Sengoku Dynasty, just has a lot more stuff and a lot more polish. This game is quite unpolished, to be honest. It has a lot of rough edges, and yeah, Sengoku Dynasty is definitely a better game than this game for $30. So if you're looking for a game like this where you can build a village and manage a village, and it's a survival crafting game and all of those kinds of things, then I would number one recommend Aska. And after that, after you've already played Aska, then I would recommend Sengoku Dynasty. And then after you've played that, then you can perhaps purchase this game.
Even
but
the land seems to
honestly, yeah, that's my opinion. The game is still not bad. It's just that there are two games that I can think of right now that are better than this game. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinion of it. But like I say, we will see what the future holds. Aska is still in early access, so it can only get better. Sengoku Dynasty has already been released, and it's a pretty good game. So this game, it just really depends on the developers if they want to make the game better, or if they want to make the game more tedious and grueling with adding more bad mechanics to the game, you know, like the food thing and the hunger and the weapon durability that you can't turn off and those kinds of things, which I don't like. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. It's not a terrible game. I can recommend the game, but there are two games at least that I can recommend above this game. So that's pretty much it, guys. As always, if you want to support the channel, if you want to allow me to do more reviews for you guys, then you can support me on patreon.com/LFP. This game I purchased with the money that I get from Patreon, so this game is made, this review is made possible by you guys on Patreon. The developer didn't send me a key for this or anything like that. So yeah, if you like my reviews, if you want to see more reviews, you can support me through Patreon. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.